All right, so now that I've got this workbench done, let me show you what I'm thinking about for this corner of the shop. As you can see, I've got my dust collector up here, and I've got a makeshift dust separator right here. It's not really that efficient, and Rockler now makes a new dust separator that hangs on the wall. I think will be a lot better system combined with this unit here. I've got some random stuff in here, like some hunting and fishing gear that I don't really use all that often, so I think I can move that to a different part of the garage. And then, now that I've got the upper part of this cabinet all cleared out, I think what I can do is cut this in half and extend the workbench all the way over to the end of the garage here. What that's going to do is allow me to move this dust collector right here, the dust separator I just talked about right here, and then that is going to give me the ability to move my French cleat system over probably about 18 inches or so, maybe even 2 feet, giving me a lot more storage in this side of the shop.
I've always thought this part of the shop would be temporary and kind of toyed around with a couple of different ideas over the years, but once I saw Rockler come out with this product that I'm going to show you here in a little bit, I decided to bite the bullet and go for it. This isn't a sponsored post by them or anything like that, really just an opportunity to show you all how having a workshop is an ongoing journey, and it's kind of fun actually to continually make updates to it, at least in my opinion. In my last video, I built this mobile workbench and freed up a bunch of space. So I took a bunch of things out of these cabinets, and that's going to allow me now to basically cut this in half like I was saying earlier. I'm still going to use the bottom half carcass of this to store some tools and hardware and things like that. But I'm going to go ahead and take it apart and cut it down to the height that I wanted at. I was trying to be delicate with this and see if I could salvage some of these pieces, but basically ended up just having to pretty much tear it apart, which is fine. I use my little oscillating saw here in order to make these cuts because I probably could have done part of it with a circular saw or a jigsaw, but I figured I'd just use that oscillating tool to get the exact height that I wanted it to be at. Okay, so here's the CYCLONE dust separator that I got from Rockler, and this is made to go with the dust collector that I've got, and I really like their Dust Right line of products. They've been really good for the uses that I've had for them. So I start by assembling this little cage. This is basically just a rigid structure to hold the bag that is going to collect all the larger dust chips and particles. Pretty straightforward to put together. It comes with a bunch of screws, and you go ahead and just screw all these little rib components together, and then you go ahead and put the top together. So this part attaches onto the actual separator itself. This part was a little bit tricky to get that rubber seal perfectly aligned up with the pre-drilled holes through these two components, but once you get it lined up, they give you a bunch of these little nuts and bolts, and you just connect those two pieces together along with the bracket that attaches to the wall. Then once that's done, you've got these two components that screw together to create that cyclone action. So the idea here is that the larger chips and things like that fall into this bag, don't go into the blower fan of your dust collector, and then your dust collector just catches the really fine stuff. So then over time, as I'm using my tools, this component here will collect and fill up with all of those dust chips, and it'll be really easy to just twist off of the cyclone head and empty out and then put back on. It comes with this belt that you can undo and take the whole bag off. I think I'm gonna at least try once this thing fills up to just take it off in the same way that it is right now and get all the chips and dust out of the hole in the top, but we'll see if that works or not. All right, so I'm gonna mount this in the upper corner of my garage wall, and just used a harder piece of particle board here to make sure that that was screwed into the studs, and then the bolts here that are gonna hold the dust collector head. And I'll show this at the end, but I've got this 4-inch hose here attached to a PVC pipe that kind of runs up along the top of my garage door and then runs to the middle of the shop so I can get to all my needs. All right, so this separator part is basically done and hung in the spot that I wanted to, nice and out of the way, but I can also easily get to it when I need it. And so now I'm gonna move my dust collector over about 2 feet and free up all this wall space. This thing's super heavy. This was not ideal to do as a one-person job, but it is what it is. I went with it, got my He-Man strength, and was able to get it down, and then again screwed a bracket here into the studs, or screwed this plywood piece into the studs and then the bracket into that plywood piece. And this was brutal, I'm not gonna lie. This was really, really heavy to try to get back up there, but got it done and maybe only herniated 1 disc or 2 in the process. With the dust collector moved, I could take the inlet hose and cut it down a little bit and connect that to the CYCLONE collector, and that just screws on here with this hose clamp, and pretty straightforward. All right, also here I am putting this CYCLONE separator to the test. I've got a pile of dust there I'm gonna suck up. I've got some fine particulate in there as well as some bigger chunks. Doesn't matter, because the whole idea is that that separator is gonna catch all those big chunks, and you can see it working its action here like a little tornado inside that bag, which is pretty cool. So that's going to do it for this video. I really appreciate you all. If you've watched to this point, go ahead and give me a comment. Let me know what you think. Like it, subscribe even if you're feeling really zesty. And yeah, so this is what it looks like. And you can see I've got the hose that sits right in the middle of the ceiling so I can reach every inch of the shop. And there you go. See you on the next one.